So this is a 2011 paranormal investigation of the Cafe Sport in Swinson, Greater Manchester in the UK. Shout out to all of our listeners in the UK. Thank you for listening. Please send us your ghost story. We have listeners in the UK and they haven't sent us anything, and I'm getting offended. Here we go. Did y'all hear that?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one. All right, they're going to slow it down a little for us now. All right, that was an unedited EVP. What do we think? I think ghost.
I think ghost too.
That's the best ghost recording I think I've heard so far.
I would totally agree. And that's why we're ending on that one, because it's a great one. And I think it's very, very worth it, and it's awesome. So yeah, those were some really great EVPs, you guys. I think, Mike, did we convince you about ghosts yet?
No.
Not yet?
No, not quite.
Well, we'll keep working on it.
I'll work on it.
So Mike and I have been friends about 12 years or so, right?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah. We've known each other for about 20.
Yeah.
We've known each other 20. We've been very good friends for 12 years. Mike and Lauren have been dating 5.5.
Yep. Almost 6.
Almost 6, coming up on 6. Yet, between the two of us, Lauren and I have still not convinced Mike of ghosts.
No, not so much convinced. For me, I think the issue is that when you listen to the videos that are like, oh, that's definitely somebody talking or definitely a noise that can be made out as speech, kind of suspect. I don't really trust the people recording it because, obviously they want there to be ghosts there and they want other people to think there are ghosts there.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Could be.
Or both.
Could be.
I feel like it's much more easy to convince somebody of spirits rather than it is of ghosts, like ghost sightings or things like that. It's easier to convince somebody of a presence of a spirit. It's more of a connection, more of a feeling type thing I've always felt in my brief, limited experiences with spirits.
So you're talking about spirits in kind of the broad term, right?
No, not necessarily. Like actually feeling the presence of something. And it doesn't always have to be like a good spirit or a bad spirit. My great-grandmother, Rosie, she got the nickname Rosie because she smelled of roses even till the day she died. And when you go into her home, sometimes when you walk around, there's nothing. And then all of a sudden you get the smell of fresh roses all around you, and she's there with you. You can definitely feel it. Not the nicest woman, certainly not a comforting presence, but well, my cousin's daughter, she's maybe 9, maybe 13. I'm not 100% sure on ages. She never met Rosie herself, but one day she went to her mother and told her Rosie came for a visit. And that they talked for hours and hours. And my aunt was like, Rosie? Rosie who? And she's like, oh, your grandma, Rosie.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a nice story. I like that story. So what you're kind of saying is, because you said the difference between a ghost and a spirit, right? Mm-hmm. So you believe that your great-grandmother, Rosie, she is a spirit, not a ghost.
Yes.
As in, she is coming from another realm to visit, is not stuck in the house.
Correct.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify. I would agree with you on that. People always want to feel that connection to family and stuff. People don't always necessarily think that there's something stuck in the house. Even though I believe more people believe in this stuff than they're willing to let on.
I mean, you always want to think what's next. And I think that's the biggest draw of ghosts.
Yes. I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do, I've been saying this forever that I want to do this. And I'm going to do this because we live in Boston and there's so much science going on around us. And if anyone listening, if you are this person or if you know someone like this, please reach out to the show. Someone to talk about different dimensions. Because that's something we haven't talked on the show yet, and it's something I am very interested in. If there are different dimensions to our reality, when we see a ghost or a spirit or anything, energy, time loops, whatever it is it just a glimpse of the dimension coming in? What is it? Don't give me that look, Mike.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. Grab a postgrad from MIT or something. drag them in here.
I think
We're
so,
not
too.
that far away. Yeah.
You know, so I feel like some theoretical physicists can talk to us about that.
Let's Ouija Einstein.
No, let's not do that.
No, we don't do Ouija boards.
We
on
should
here.
edit that part out.
I have 2 uncles who have degrees in quantum physics. I guess I could ask them, but they don't talk to our family anymore. No, but I think it would be interesting. Okay. Any final thoughts?
I bet everybody misses Beth.
I know I miss Beth, but I love having you guys here.
We all miss Beth. No, this was good. This was fun.
Okay, let's move on.
Have a look at this!
Do you guys know what that noise means? That's right. Time for our new segment, Drive-By Ghostings from Australia, mate. The other week, we got a whole bunch of ghost stories from Daniel, and we're going to keep reading them off till we're out, and I know he's going to keep sending them to us. Here we go with tonight's Drive-By Ghosting from Australia. Currently working in a different state doing long-haul nighttime deliveries. I have to do a delivery to a disused shop that was used as a pickup and storage spot for a sub-agent. Initially, I thought my unease, hair sticking up on the back of my neck, and feeling of not being wanted there was just in my imagination, as it is always during the night. It's dark as there are no lights and is an old musty shop previously used as a florist, so it stinks of decaying plant matter. But when the sub-agent asked us drivers to use the trolleys in the back of the shop to put our deliveries on so he could wheel them out to his van later, I noticed an increase in unease. It always felt like right-hand side of the doorway onto the back of the shop was 5 degrees. This is funny. 5 degrees Celsius, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you so much, Daniel, for including that. I would have gotten right by that. Cooler than the left side. It always felt I was pushing through water to go through the doorway. And as I would return to the front door, it felt like an aggressive presence was right behind me. As time went on, I started talking to the presence, telling it I was there to cause no trouble, apologizing for invading its space, and eventually asking it to tell me its name. Over time, maybe 2 weeks on and off, initially the letter J would just pop into my head as soon as I walked into the shop. One night, I asked, "Does your name start with J?" And immediately, the feeling of anger dissipated, and the whole shop felt lighter. My reply was, I hit the mark. Please use my energy when I am here, and try to yell your name out to me. Over the next couple weeks, I got the name James popping into my head, but then the name Jim would drop in. So I asked if the name was James, and the feeling of joy came over me. So I called him James, but each time a moment of discomfort would come over me. So one night I asked if he preferred to be called Jim, and suddenly it was like a weight was removed from the room. So from that night on, I always greeted him with, "Hello, Jim," and when I leave, "See you later, Jim. See you on ... adding whatever night I would be through there next. It was here I developed the theory why there are 2 broad groups of entities. Those that exist by sucking energy out of the surroundings, and those that emit it or draw it in but then share it out again. The first look darker than the surroundings, so shadows, dark spirits, while the others are lighter or typical ghosts. Initially, Jim, when occasionally I would see him, would be a dark silhouette leaning against the right door frame, arms crossed, wearing an apron and a visor cap. Later, after months of talking to him, his silhouette appeared lighter than the background, and he'd be standing upright in the doorway, arms by his side. He still occasionally follows me towards the front door, making the hair on my back of my neck stand on end, but doesn't seem to be able to move past the front way point. And when I turn around to close the door, is always in the back doorway again. For a while, maybe 3 weeks, I thought he had moved on as the shop always appeared lighter, and there was no odd, uncomfortable feeling when walking through the back doorway. But occasionally, I still feel and see him. I'm hoping that my constant banter with him is not keeping him grounded in the shop. Daniel.
I like Daniel's story. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
That was really good. And I like how you brought up different types of entities and turning the ghost around. Because, you know, I think that's true too. Like, you can think something's a really negative, dark presence, but you just got to talk to it and lighten it up, you know? And no, I don't think you're keeping him grounded there. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, Daniel. Not at all. But Daniel also wrote into the show this week. So we have an email from him. So let's hear our email this week. Hi, ladies. I'm currently listening to your latest podcast while doing night deliveries in extreme Antarctic blast weather event. Interesting. You know, that's something we always forget about. It's winter down there.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So I hope you're staying warm down there. Daniel, we're hot as heck up here. What better setting could I have? Anyway, I must say you read my first story so well. Wonderful atmosphere. I thought I should add a photo I took at one of my delivery points about the story about Jim. It is the unlit, disused shop. I stood in the doorway with a torch. Side note, in Australia, flashlight is torch. So he's talking about a flashlight. Yes. I had to look at the photos before I put that together the first time. I stood in the doorway with a torch and took a photo of the doorway in the back where I sensed Jim standing. I can't see anything in the photo, but then cameras are not as sensitive to the minute energy signature of a spirit. Anyway, I have attached the photo to this email. I hope it adds character to the Jim story. Daniel. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. And so you can actually see that photo on our website because we're going to throw that all up there with those other videos. Yeah, so great.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Stop.
Let's see. What else do we have to go over today? We received 3 new 5-star reviews, so thank you so much.
Wow. Congratulations.
I know, thank you. We received a bunch, but no one left us any comments, so we have nothing to read.
Boo.
I know. Please leave us some 5-star reviews with comments. Please don't leave us a 1-star review. Ugh, buzzkill. If you don't think our show deserves 5 stars, please feel free to send us a note. Let us know what we can do to make this show better for you. We're happy to have the feedback, you know? You guys have anything you want to add? Anything you want to plug in your lives or...
Let's throw this out here. If you want to, you can definitely do a drinking game to how many times I say absolutely throughout this show.
So listen to it over again and do that.
All right. And also, I'm selling a 2014 Nissan Altima. Oh, just kidding.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mike and Lauren, for hanging out with me tonight. This was great. I really appreciate it. We miss Beth so much. Beth, come back to me.
Beth, come back.
Oh, bring me a leprechaun. You know, Beth actually, when she usually goes away, she just brings back soap, which I love. And I hope I get some Irish soap.
I mean, you always need soap.
And secretly, my staff, whenever they like go to other countries, they always bring me back a bag of coffee. And I'll tell you, like some of the best espresso I've ever had in my life, and I drink a lot of espresso, is from some Irish company. I know. It's just very surprising. It just surprised me a lot. And I don't remember what the brand was.
I'm shocked you don't know the name of it.
I have no idea.
We just jumped from soap to coffee, though, right?
Yeah. This is me subtly hinting to Beth that I would like her to bring me home some espresso.
Oh, Beth, you heard it here first.
So I'm going to try to go through the contact information. Let's see if I can get it all right. You can reach us online, ghosthuntinginnewengland.com. We have a contact sheet right on there. I post every week when a new episode comes out, so that it has started to be updated. You can reach us on Instagram, Ghost Hunting in New England, Twitter, Ghost Hunting NE, Facebook, facebook.com/Ghost Hunting in New England. You can send us an email, ghosthuntinginnewengland@gmail.com. You can send us a carrier pigeon to Somerville Media Center in beautiful Somerville, Massachusetts. Please be sure to listen to us online, Boston Free Radio, Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. And be sure to listen to all the other talented people out there on Boston Free Radio. They all record here in Somerville Media Center. This center makes it so affordable for people to come in, to create, to have fun. So please go out and support all the local artists and people having a great time doing that. We'd like to thank Aaron Schilb for doing our music. You can check him out on Instagram at @TheAaronSchilb. And yeah, that's what we have for tonight, guys. So, oh my God, someone just came to the door. I thought it was a ghost. Okay. Anyway, wrapping up. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. And as always, tip your waitress and happy hunting. Bye. Hi, this is Amelia, and I'm here with an actual police officer to answer the question from last week's episode. Do police officers stay overnight at the police academy?
In Massachusetts, the only academy you stay at is the Massachusetts State Police Academy. All other academies are a commuting academy.
Perfect. Thank you so much.